All right, we're going to put this canopy on today. I wasn't going to do it online, but I decided I'll go ahead and do it because there are a couple of things that you really need to, pay attention to. The first thing is you got to paint the bottom of the canopy that white stripe or whatever color your airplane is, and that hides the glue. And then we're going to paint before I doing any superfill. We're going to paint the frame on it. That hides the blue from inside. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, good afternoon. If you guys want to learn how to do this correctly, this is what it takes. Now I wiped this canopy down already, but you better be damn sure you got no fingerprints on it, because once it's on there forever. Good morning, Bryce. Now, I've been adding links in the description as I go. Today I've added the stuff that I'm using. We're going to glue this on with Bob Smith 5-minute epoxy. And you know what? It's cheaper from Amazon than it is from the hobby shop. So give me a hand and buy from the link. Let's see. We tore off a little bit of stuff there. Yo. Not that this little bit would matter much, but try to give yourself every opportunity to succeed. Yeah, it won't matter. I'm gonna super fill over the top of that anyway. Try to paint the line as straight as you can, but okay. Got a little bit in that corner that might give us a problem with the frame, so yeah, looks like I'm just gonna have to adjust for it. It's a bit to try to do a perfect job. It's taking considerably more work for finish on this than I normally do. Now I'm gonna have to stand here and hold this for 5 minutes. That's just the way it goes. So we're gonna need toothpick. We got a toothpick. We're gonna clear the runway here. better clean out this brush before it. Not that these are any good. These are from Wing Chun Plaid, Qingyang, China. These are my crap brushes, but no sense in wasting them. Been using my good Stein brushes for this shit. So we want to do this. I'm get this off here. God, I hope I don't make a mess. So it takes me 2 or 3 tries to get it on there. That'll be a bummer. That'd be a bummer. I think the thing I'm worried the most about this is I have such a small window of area here to get this on. I think I'll put some paper on the wings. Looks like I need to go to Sherwin-Williams and get some more paper. We got this though. For you guys who like plans, you'll notice that MH871 cutter that I use as a pen tool. Not only can you cut vinyl, but you can draw plans with it. I forgot to tell you guys that. But it is rather pricey. It's $407 now. But if you guys are tired of sending off to Cali Graphics or wherever to do your graphics, that's the thing to do to get that plotter I got. Sign cutter. Okay, we got some tape here. I still got no fine line, so I can't really lay out the yellow and the orange and the red until that fine line gets here. So we'll do the canopy. Okay, I need a toothpick. Let's see, let's get this down. So we got the tape there. We'll set the epoxy right here. Okay. You got one shot to do this. Okay, Bob Smith 5-minute epoxy. Link in the description. We need a stick before I get started here. We got a stick. Make sure there's no dust in the cockpit. I need to do that before I get going here. If I had a piece of double-sided tape, I'd stick it up underneath the instrument panel. But I don't. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, it looks about right. I hope. We got the toothpick. We got the tape. Okay, here we go. It's not going well. Might be harder than I thought. We can almost get the sides, so. I think if you had a syringe that you could put this in, it would probably be better than this toothpick. But I ain't got one. I can tell you this, do not use CA to glue a canopy down. It'll fog up. Okay, it's 1/2 done. Gotta put the hump on because it's setting up. You have to go around and touch it up, I guess. Did we get it on there? Right. Okay. Some epoxy on my damn thumb. Put it on the canopy. Yeah, I got it though. Okay, that hides the epoxy joint. Then we're going to put the frame on it. Tape out the frame. Then I'm going to paint it. Then I'm going to superfill it. And that'll hide all the glue and all the superfill. Get a towel here. The human clamp. Darn it. So I know this is extremely boring because it is for me. I'm going to stand here till it dries. Well, I think I got it on there. Let me get some alcohol. It's still a little soft. Little soft. Yeah, I can hear it popping. Come on now, stick. You're gonna have to go around the outside of that with a little epoxy, I guess. I mean, I think the superfill would probably stick it, but we ain't taking no chances with this airplane. Oh yeah. Oh, I see what happened. You got to really love building to stand there and hold this for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or ever how long it takes for the epoxy to dry. But that's what it takes for me anyway. And I suppose there's a way to tape it or what have you, but yeah, we'll get that with the second round of epoxy. I won't have to hold it. I'll just wick a little epoxy there. Then when I superfill that, well, I don't even have to do that. The canopy's on there. Superfill will hold it. Okay. I want to make sure that's held down, so I'll put a piece of tape on it. She's on there pretty good. Pretty good. That line of tape there, I'll tape that off and I'll paint up to that line and the frame here, and then we'll put superfill on the frame so that it sticks up above the glass or the plastic so that it simulates the canopy frame. And then mold it all in, you sand it all in, and it becomes part of the fuselage. So yes, I gotta sand into the white. I gotta get some more primer. And that primer, by the way, is in the description. It's the U-Pol gray primer. Look in the description. That's the primer that I'm going to start using. Works good. $2 a can, cheaper from my Amazon link than you can get it at AutoZone. So if you're an Amazon Prime member, that's a good deal. Yeah, we'll mix up a little bit and go around that corner right there. So I need to go to the store today. I'm wondering if my car's thawed out yet. Because I ain't shoveling snow, period. I don't have to go to work. I ain't shoveling snow. That's one thing I used to hate. Get up in the morning and there'd be snow all over the car. Everything I use, I'm going to be posting in those links. Now, this link is the finishing link. When I start building, yeah, it's going to goober all over the place. When I start building again, which is coming here shortly, I'll add some links for other stuff I do, but it's going to be a running tally of stuff that I use. Because everybody always asks me, where did you get it? Well, just search for it. So I'll make it easy for you. Now I got a message from somebody who might take over the Friday hangout. But I got to tell you, if you're watching, you better not play no damn music on there. Well, Gary, my ears aren't ringing, so I must be okay. I just laid down and relaxed. I didn't check my blood pressure, but should be all right. I ain't old enough to get those problems. You got to be in your 90s to get them problems. Of course, it's not true, but that's how I see it. All right. Shit. So we got the canopy on there. We're on our way. I'll be all right. The other alternative is I don't have time for that shit. I got too many projects. I got it. Ha, you didn't get me. I got you. That canopy job came out perfect, so that's good. Whip it! Yeah, we gotta go to the store. Come on, get over there. I guess there we go. Now this glue that I've added to the outside, that'll be underneath superfill. So superfill is going to come up probably 3/8 of an inch on this glass. So you blend it in. So we'll wait for this epoxy to dry. And the next thing I got to do is tape out the canopy frame. And then we'll tape out the canopy and I'll spray the frame. And that'll probably be, I won't get it all done in the hour. So if you're going to do the same thing I do, the Bob Smith 5-minute epoxy way, you better be ready to do just exactly like I did. Stand there and hold it. And put the hump on. Wipe a little bit of that off, so make it easy on myself so not so much sanding. Yep, I better do like John says, quit aggravating it. Quit aggravating it. I think I'm going to like this airplane. I think it'll be one of my better ones. Yes. No. You will not be able to see it. If you fill it around the edge with superfill, no. And I'll explain why. The next step in this that's stuck good. Okay, the next step in this process is to tape out the frame of the canopy, then reverse mask that frame, and then paint. So we're going to paint all the way up to here, a 1/4 inch up from the outside, white. And then after that's done, superfill it. That way the superfill is hidden under the white paint. It becomes part of the airplane. It looks like it was meant to be there. Doing it this way. I've seen so many poor canopy mounting jobs. Figured this is I think this is the 3rd or 4th canopy mounting video I've done on this channel. The Monado, the Nobler, the what else? The Atlas. There was another couple more of them. So now I need to tape a frame and then reverse mask it. So the upright is going to be 1/4 inch. So this is a hard one to do. This is the upright here. Nope, didn't get it on there right. Little scuff there. There we go. Okay. Now the uprights are 1/8. So that's the frame there. Those models were before I started following you, pre-COVID. What models? Well, they're all on the channel, though. Just got to go in my channel and look for them. Damn. That epoxy ain't dry yet. Gonna have to wait a minute more. It ain't dry. Got a fingerprint there. Can't have that. Yeah, alcohol. There it is. My electric thunderbolts in there. I mean, there's so many. There's 3,000 videos to look at. And they're all about an hour long. Some of them longer, like all the Saturday at John's. Those were 3 and 4 hours long. Of course, all the hangouts that'll put you to sleep. Anyway, I got a message from a guy. Bring back the Friday night hangout. Okay, I'm willing to bring back the Friday night hangout if somebody will host it. So anybody that wants to host it, I feel that it should probably be 3 or 4 guys. So we're not dependent on one guy to do everything. Like you guys depend on me to do one video a day at least, and then Mondays and Fridays. When I had Charles, at least he relieved me the 2 days. And before you guys step up and volunteer for that, I got to tell you, it's a royal pain in the butt. You think, well, I can do that. Yeah, you probably can do that. But it's a commitment. So if you'd like to host it, get a hold of me on Stun Hanger. Send your phone number. I want to talk to you. I don't want to type at you. I don't like it. This is too far back. It needs to come forward a little more. Could be 3/8 of an inch wide too, instead of quarter. Let's do that. Let's make it 3/8 wide. No, we'll try quarter. See what it looks like. Crooked. Dang. Crook-sided. That looks pretty good. Now lay in the frame. I got 1 roll of this blue fine line. Not enough to do the job. So I ordered 2 more rolls, which are in the description and cheaper than you can get them at the auto paint store. About half price. And they're supposedly 3M. So we'll see. I see somebody's already ordered some, so Now we got to reverse mask all this and take these back out. Then sand it, paint it. That's still too damn far back. Let's try this. We'll try, this will be 3/8 wide then. Yeah, we'll make it 3/8. That looks better. Come on, you. Shit, that ain't long enough. Can't win today. Maybe I should have put that other. No, I got to take it off. So it just goes in between. Okay. So now the bottom of the frame. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Pretty good. So we want it straight back from here. Let's do this side and go around. Nope, that won't work either. Been so long since I did this. Okay, bottom of his ear. Nope. A little lower. Right there. Right there. There we go. And this one's going to be a little higher in the front. Okay, need a razor blade. Well, we could use this knife. Okay. This gets cut here. Let's go around this way. Don't like it. Don't like it. So it's got to go up, 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 straight across. Get me right. Oh, that's right. It's back. Ass backwards. Okay. I'm going to go on that line. So no good. Got to go straight across. Good enough. Okay, now this side. Yeah, there's a whole lot more to this than meets the eye. I can tell you that right now. The steps that are taken, because we ain't even close to being finished tape. Okay, so it goes around this way. I'll hide it. So. Okay, now I gotta look at it. You guys see? What do you guys think? Does that look right? You really can't tell from there where you are. So the paint line will go down this way, and this all get molded in. You guys still on there? I don't see much action. Now it's a matter of taking all that tape off. Believe it or not. We got to reverse mask it and take that tape off. How many of you guys have ever done it this way? We're going to need a razor blade for extra fine cuts. It'll be fine. I'll give a little bit of advice here when doing this. Do not leave this tape on this glass more than a week. I think a week is too long. I think a couple of days is too long, but because it will stick and you won't be able to get the tape off. Ask me how I know. Okay, let's turn it. Turn it. Do the front here. Where'd that blade go? Right there. No good. Yeah, that's close enough. It'll be fine. We'll bend it around this way. It'll be fine. A nib. A nib. I wasn't trying for perfect. That I wouldn't even worry about that nib, but we are shooting for excellence. Okay. All right, now the front glass. Yeah, it'll be fine. That's a Navy trick, how to tear tape. Because I was a professional painter of gray on airplanes. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. It's amazing. 50 years later, I remember all them formulas for the rondelles and all that bullshit. The stroke, and they really drilled it into me. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Where I screwed up is I didn't make it a career. Bad move. Now I got to struggle into my life, but I had fun while I was doing it. There we go. That's one side. Okay, that's good enough. Actually, not. Actually, needs to go up a little bit here. There we go. That's perfect. Perfect. Good. Perfect. I like perfect. That way I ain't got a monkey with it. Yogi. Yeah. All it takes is 60 years of practice. This year, now that I'm home, I'm going to try to fly better. I got to fly more, practice more. Because it really ain't getting no easier. It ain't getting no easier. Mm. 3 o'clock. God, I don't want to go anywhere. Okay. But we're going to starve if I don't. God forbid the cats starve. Cats. There we go. Ah, you bitch. Okay. Almost done. I need to go get some primer too. I know I said I don't normally use primer, which I don't, but for this airplane we are. I gotta step up my game to see if I can make front row this year. If I was smart, I'd just urethane this dog, but then I'd have a lumber wagon. All right, so now you've seen me do it. Glued it on, taped out the frame. The next step is to unmask the frame. So now I got to figure out where to start. Right here. And then the next line was these. This one. Yeah. And this one. And then this one. Oh, what's that? I'll have to cut that off. And this one. All righty, we took an hour and 15 out to hour and 20 minutes, probably an hour and a half by the time I close this out to do this. Okay, from this position right here, the next step is to take 80 grit sandpaper and scuff all this plastic. 80 grit, not 180, 80. Make it toothy. Then I'm going to airbrush this white. Then we're going to superfill and sand and blend all this in, and it'll look like part of the airplane. Any questions? And yes, superfill gets on this. It raises it up a little bit. So the whole thing. The whole banana. Be careful not to scratch your tape. Best you can. Otherwise, you'll be retaping it. And it will take a couple of tape jobs to do this. And remember, you don't want this stuff sitting on there more than I like to get it off by the end of the day. But no more than a week. If you let it sit a week, you're in trouble. Yes, I paint it with dope. You don't flood it. You just airbrush. Not a big gob on there. Yeah. I gotta get going. I gotta go look outside and see if I can get my car out and we can go to the store. Somebody send your kid over to my house and have him shovel me out. Looks like I'm gonna need to put some epoxy right there. Didn't quite fit. Might have to get some 180 in there. Gotta give her some tooth. All right, that's about as far as I'm going to go on this video. When we come back, we'll super fill it. It'll be a couple of day process probably. Ain't nothing fast about this stuff. To get that off, I think I'll use a Dremel tool. I got a big kind of a ball of epoxy that's sticking up there. If I don't get that off, you put the superfill over it, and pretty soon you got superfill and then epoxy lumps sticking out, and you can see that in the paint. So I'll just get the Dremel and kind of grind it off so that the superfill can cover that up real good. So far, so good. Turned out pretty well. We haven't had any big boogies on the plastic, so we're kind of in good shape. All right. If you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe. Ring the bell for notification. Looking for any of my stuff that I use in this finishing process? Not any, because some of it comes from other places, but a lot of it comes from Amazon. Hit the more in the description and you'll see a big list of all kind of stuff that I use. I just added the Bob Smith epoxy and some other stuff today. So like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you after a bit. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.